Hey everyone, so in today's video, I'm going to be introducing my new Betta, Finnegan. Now I have shown him briefly in a few videos that I've uploaded in the past, but I've never given him an official introduction, and as I've done that with pretty much all of my fish that I've ever had on this channel, I wanted to give him one as well. Now he is a classic male blue veiltail. In August of 2020, I was really wanting a blue veiltail Betta again because I hadn't had one in so long. So that is when I got this new tank and I set it up and I was able to get the Betta. Now I really wanted to stick with a kind of fish themed name, if that makes sense, because my first blue male veiltail Betta was a fish named Glub Glub. It did have a fish theme. So I wanted to give him one as well, and I kind of generally like to name my pets fancy names, so that's why I chose to name him Finnegan and then Finn for short. So that is how he got his name. Now he has probably been the most complicated and problematic fish that I have ever had, and I'm pretty lucky that most of my fish don't really have problems. When I first picked him up, I thought that I got a perfectly healthy Betta, but the next day I noticed that he was covered in these little like worm things, and within about an hour or two of me noticing it, he was flashing, which is when he rubs along ornaments almost as if he's very itchy, tries to scratch himself. Now they always say the first thing that you should start off with when you have something like this is just trusty aquarium salt. So I went ahead and I added that to my tank for a few days, I think, according to the dosing instructions on the box that I have, and I was lucky enough to have it clear up in just a day or two, and then I kept going with it for a few days just to make sure it was entirely gone, and that got rid of that problem, and it has never been back, so that's great. But he has had a few other issues since then. There was another time that he ripped up his scales, then he did that again, and no matter what ornaments I have in there, he seems to find a way to do this. So I'm not really sure what he's doing, but it heals up every time within a couple of days, but I don't know what this fish does, but he sure likes to keep me on my toes. Now, even though he is a struggle, I'm really glad that he was the Betta that I chose when I went to the store to pick him up. Now, finding a Betta was very hard when I went to pick him up because it was in the summer, and even though it wasn't in like the peak of the lockdowns or anything, a lot of people were still impulse pet buying, and it was really hard to find a pet anywhere. So I'm glad that I was able to find him because it was very hard to find a Betta, and I'm glad that he didn't go to just another impulse pet buyer because of all the issues that he has. Clearly, because he is a fish that likes to injure himself and came with an illness, I like knowing that, you know, he's in my care and I'm able and willing to deal with anything he throws at me. So yeah. I'm not really sure the timeline, but after I had him for a while, I did introduce a mystery snail into his tank, and he is as good as I could expect with him. That is great. I couldn't ask for anything better, and they get along, yeah, they get along great. So that is my introduction of Finnegan, or Finn for short. I hope you enjoyed this video. I personally like filming these little introductions for my fish, just so everyone knows a little bit of a backstory of why I chose the pets that I do and who they are when you're going through my channel. But with that being said, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, then make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.